everybody, how you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Aunt Becky.
I'm Joel.
I'm Megan.
I'm Matt. I'm Gavin.
I'm Mimi.
I'm Daniel.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys. And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of things on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. Welcome back, everybody. It's so nice to see you. I just arrived here at the farm market. It is very cold this morning. My windshield is all frosted up. That's not good. Dad and I have to deliver potatoes this morning. We definitely could not load them on the truck today. That would not go well. So we gotta get the van all loaded up. Dad's getting the forklift started to bring the potatoes up. And yeah, did I mention it's really cold? I mean, I was not expecting it to be this cold this morning. On these cold mornings, the forklift can be kind of sluggish, and I think that's why Dad decided to bring the van down here to load it up. It is cold out here.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh no. Mom definitely sat in the seat before. Well, that was close. The seat was almost all the way forward, and there was a bunch of potatoes behind it.
Somebody forgot to shut the door.
Whoops. Anyway, there wasn't enough room for me to sit in here. Now, there's enough room for me to sit in here. It's pretty early here on the farm. We got people showing up already to get started with work today. Grammy's down here. She's baking away. She's been making pies, cakes, breads, just a bunch of stuff. And then in here, last night, Joel, Megan, Gavin, and Taylor, they were making cookies. Yeah, lots of cookies. For example, look at this table. This is the nut roll table. And this is nutty, like literally. It's a lot of nut rolls. We have today and then tomorrow, and those are the last 2 days that we're open until the holiday, so it's gonna be pretty busy today, which I think is why everybody's showing up so early. Good morning, Becky. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm cold. Everything's all loaded up. Dad and I are now ready to get going. So the next stop is the wholesaler. Dad and I have made it to the wholesaler now. We just gotta get all of our stuff unloaded and then get our order loaded back on. I had to run in and grab a few extra things for Grammy from the main part of the wholesaler. Not only do they have the wholesale part, they have like a little farmer's market kind of similar to what we have. So we needed a few things for Grammy, so I've got those picked up. Now I'm just looking around. We've got everything loaded into the van. Dad's just handling some business stuff. One of my favorite things to do when I was younger was go to these wholesalers and run through these like things that they have on each unit. Oh, it was so much fun. There was something special about going through these things. It's kind of light, but we did get a little order picked up. A few things for some restaurants. We needed a few things. So now that we are done, we're gonna head home, and it's gonna be a busy day back at the farm market. Number one thing, not gonna get in the girls' way. That's most important. But we're also gonna try and help out as much as we can. We've got the standard chores this morning. Gonna have to get all of that done. But working around the farm market, that's gonna be important. Just got the van all unloaded. It's pretty busy here in the farm market. Everything that we had on there, I just moved into the cooler right away. People have been in and out of here picking up orders and other baked goods. Rhonda and Grammy are working really hard in here. And then once we get into the back room, Megan has been sorting through orders. See, all of these are orders. And then all this over here, this is orders as well. Oh, I hear some noisy birds. Good morning, chickens. Yeah. First thing I'm gonna do is run over and start the skid steer loader so that it has time to warm up. The seat is very cold in this thing today. I gotta turn my heaters on. Hold on. There we go. Oh, it's bumpy. Love it when the ground's frozen. I will say this silage smells so good this morning. Done with feeding cattle today, but we've got a special treat for the cattle. Bread. Yes, bread. My dad used to always say when we were growing up that if you had a cow or a steer or just any animal that wasn't too nice, every single day you just give them one slice of bread. One slice of bread. And then every single day where you came back to give them that slice of bread, well, they eventually got friendly with you. Why? Because they wanted a slice of bread. But every single day you'd give them a slice of bread, you also give them neck rubs, you'd pet them, and eventually you just friendly them up to the point where they'd let you do whatever you want with them, as long as they're getting their slice of bread. Do you want it? No? A slice of bread? There you go. Good girl. My dad said he would have animals following him around like puppy dogs just for some bread. So every once in a while when we get some stale bread or bread that we're not able to sell, well, we just bring it down here and give it to the cattle. And they truly appreciate it. There you go, big girl. No more? Here you go. Well, we've given the cattle enough bread for the day. They still want some more, but we've got some for the chickens too. While I was getting these cattle fed, Dad got the calves all taken care of. So the chickens are all that's left. That chicken stole a whole piece. Tell you what, these chickens, they are happy about their bread slices. This will give them something to do. So a lot of times you'll see us just walk in and start gathering eggs, but I just want to show you how hard the ladies have been working this morning. These nests look absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Every single nest full of eggs. And that's not it. The girls are all working over here as well. Good job, ladies. Look at that one. Beautiful. Every single nest has eggs in it this morning. And that just is a testament to how hard these girls are working. They're helping us out a lot. But that's why it's so important to take care of your animals. If we can keep our birds producing at a high level, well, that's only beneficial for us. So you can see the chickens look good. Dad is gonna get started on collecting eggs, and I'm gonna run up top and grab some bales of straw, just so that we have some fresh bedding down here for these chickens. Oh, my windshield's still frosty. got back in time to help Dad collect the eggs for the newer hens. But a lot of them are just scratching around, some are eating. This is one of my favorite things when you put bedding in for animals. They seem to really appreciate it. I just gotta get out of here without letting them all escape again. There we go. So we're not 100% sure what we're gonna be moving on to next. What we are gonna do is go up in the farm market, make sure that the girls don't need any help with anything. And then if we figure out that they are okay, we can move on to something else, which I think we have something planned. Many will remember that we got a rock picker this year and it worked great. It did a good job at clearing out the rocks in the potato field. But all those rocks that we had pulled out, we think we found a spot for them. Well, I shouldn't say we think we found a spot, we know we found a spot. But we just gotta help the girls out first before we get moving on to any other jobs. Today is a big day. Tomorrow's gonna be just as big. So these next 2 days are very crucial for the farm market, and we wanna make sure that the farm market's all taken care of and that we can keep it as low stress as possible. A lot of helping hands makes the load light. We're getting ready to head back and grab that stone. I've got 2 cookies, pecan tassies. That's what you get for working in the farm market. We got our truck all warmed up. We're just filling the tire up on our tractor and then we'll be good to go. Tractor's got a slow leak in it. Something always happens. Good cookie. Dad and I recruited a little help. We have Daniel. He was inside helping the girls out a little bit, but we feel like Matthew being in there and the other girls, they can handle it. So he's coming with us. Look at this nice pile of rocks here. Yeah, we're probably gonna take most of it, but at least we've got it. Well, Dad, after all these years, growing rocks finally is paying off.
Yeah, everybody thought these rocks were just not worth anything.
What are you doing up there? You're no spring chicken anymore. You shouldn't be playing up on the pile of rocks. Who do you think you are, the king of the hill?
I am the king of the hill.
We got our first load of rocks put onto the truck. Now we're gonna be taking it back to the farm to get it unloaded. Then we'll see how much more we really need. Now obviously with the new rock picker, we're gonna be cleaning up more fields as we go on throughout the year. I know spring we're probably gonna be running that thing quite a bit. This helps us out for a few reasons. One, it cleans up the fields, makes it a lot easier on any equipment that we run through the fields. Another thing that it does is it helps us to have fill to put anywhere that we need. Now we've talked about getting fill for back at the farm. We got quite a bit this year and it's actually looks really nice down there. It's helped with a lot of the drainage issues that we've had before. But we got less than what we were told we were gonna get. We were originally gonna be able to fill in that whole area where we're dumping. Unfortunately, we didn't receive any more soil. I don't know what it was. Maybe they just ran out of time. They didn't want to drive all the way over to us to dump the soil. It doesn't really matter. We were grateful for what we got. The only thing is we got that little section that we're trying to fill in, and we think this rock that we're adding there is going to help out a lot. So there is some soil mixed in there. There's some rotten potatoes mixed in there, but that's okay. As long as we get it filled in and we got the nice rocky soil there, it's going to be good. There's a major crisis for the cattle, Dad. Tell them what the problem is.
There's a few potatoes that are in the rocks when we picked it out of the potato field, and they need to find them.
They're like little potato investigators. We're moving through that pile pretty quickly, but there's still a lot of material there. I don't know how many more loads. We're not filling the truck too full. This truck's very special to us and we wouldn't want anything to happen to it, so we're trying to baby it. Not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just we can't lose this truck. That would not be good for us. So I mean, we're filling it pretty full, but not near as full as we could be filling it. What happened?
All the cows were out.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I parked the skid loader and they ran out behind me.
Ay, ay, ay. There's always drama. I've now got Nana with me. We are heading back to the farm. It is lunchtime. Should be only 1 or 2 more loads and then we'll be done. But things have been going pretty smoothly for us. I'll tell you what, it's busy back at the farm market. When I drove past it, the parking lot was completely full and all the cars were double parked. Yeah, that's busy. Well, it must be lunchtime because Dad is nowhere to be found. He didn't even open the gate for me. But it looks like we're doing a good job at filling that area in. So since it's lunchtime, let's head up and get something to eat. I am hungry. For lunch, it looks like we are having some hot dogs, ooh, and some chips. Good to me. All finished with lunch, so I'm gonna get back to what I was doing, just hauling stones. Ah, feels good to be back out here. I'm thinking 2, maybe 3 loads yet, and we're gonna be done. It's gonna move quickly. Dad's gotta run and pick up some of our beef, so we're trying to get done with this sooner rather than later so he doesn't have to be out too late. Another thing to keep in mind is it's starting to get sloppy out here. It's warming up a little bit. And that's making it a little more difficult to drive the trucks and tractors around. But we'll do our best, and if we get stuck, I mean, that's why they have chains, right? That's why you can pull people out. Oh boy, what did I just stumble into? It looks as if skid steer loader is stuck, which when we do this job is bound to happen, but no problem. Get it pulled out really quick. There you go, really quick. Pulled it right out. I don't know what happened. I'm sure Dad was just backing up and the tire is sunk in. It looks really good for now right here. It's leveled off really nice, and this is gonna help the water drain away. It'd have been nice to get all that other modified poured in here from what they were hauling earlier on in the year, but hey, at least something's there. Boy, there's a lot more potatoes in there than I had originally thought. Now, for the most part, they are greener, and that's just because we had so many potatoes and so much rain this year. It just pushed them out of the soil. They didn't have enough coverage. But I know the cattle are happy about it, so I'm not too concerned. It's funny, I was just back at the farm talking to Dad a little bit, and he's having such a hard time with the cattle. Every single time he opens that gate, they try to run out. And he would have Matthew's help, but every time I drive past the farm market, there's cars everywhere. It's so busy there. So he's helping the girls. He's working hard in there. We've got this going on. It's just, it's funny listening to Dad talk about them cattle. So what have you discovered while you've been here?
These are the best tasting green potatoes in the world. And then the higher you get on the pile, the better they are.
Look at that, yeah. They go all the way up there. I love animals so much. It's always so much fun being around them. I don't know about y'all, but that looks pretty good to me. Now that we're all finished with using the equipment, we got the tractor and the truck put away. Now Dad and I are going for a ride to pick up the beef, and that's gonna take up basically the rest of our afternoon. The rest of the boys are gonna be here at the farm market helping out. It should start to slow down today. People have picked up a lot of orders, and most of the orders left will probably be picked up tomorrow. So tomorrow will be busy as well. Dad and I just got done picking up all the beef. Not only did we pick up the beef, but we scheduled all of our beef here for next year already. And it's kind of crazy to think about that you have to do something like that. However, if you don't get scheduled, then you might not get scheduled later on. So we try and make sure that we get on the books as fast as possible. And we got our beef, we got ourselves scheduled. So now we just gotta head home. So I just figured something out. The last video and this one I have been recording a little differently. By that I mean it was in like the wrong ratio. I got it fixed now, but yeah, things look a little different the last 2 videos. It is what it is. I can't do nothing about it now, but yeah, it's pretty funny. We are just finishing up the day here inside the farm market. This is all that's left of the cookies. Oh my, let me tell you. And then there's been orders just flying out of here all day. We are just about finished though. About to close everything up. There is like No more orders in here. Just what's left on this table. Kind of crazy. Everyone's tired though. I think we're all ready to be done. All right, everybody, we have now made it home. We are having curry for dinner tonight. Mama Bonnie has been making that all day for us, so we appreciate that. Getting ready to sit down in here and eat, so that means this is where we're gonna end the video today. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.